Most of us spend our entire lives running away from discomfort, and we do it so naturally that we barely even notice it happening. We choose the warm bed over the cold morning run, the easy distraction over the difficult task, and the familiar misery over the terrifying unknown. We tell ourselves that we are just resting, that we deserve a break, or that we will start tomorrow when things feel a bit more certain. But beneath all of those comforting rationalizations lies a quiet, devastating reality. The very safety you are desperately clinging to is slowly dissolving your potential, eroding your ambition, and turning your greatest capabilities into nothing more than unfulfilled daydreams. Think about the last time you genuinely grew as a person. Was it sitting on the couch scrolling through your phone on a lazy Sunday afternoon? Or was it when you were pushed against the wall, facing a deadline, a difficult conversation, or a physical challenge that made your chest tighten and your palms sweat? Growth does not live in comfort. Comfort is a sedative. It numbs your ambition, dulls your instincts, and convinces you that standing still is somehow the same thing as being safe. But in reality, life never stands still. If you are not actively moving forward and stretching your limits, you are drifting backward into mediocrity. Every time you choose the easy way out, you cast a vote for a weaker version of yourself. I remember staring at a blank screen late at night a few years ago, paralyzed by the sheer weight of a project I had been putting off for months. Every excuse in the book was playing in my head. I was too tired, the timing wasn't right, and I needed more preparation. The comfort of giving up and going to sleep was singing a very loud, persuasive song. But I realized in that exact moment that waiting for comfort to strike was a trap. The inspiration I was waiting for was never going to show up while I was comfortable. It only appeared once I forced my fingers onto the keyboard and began writing poorly, pushing through the awkward friction of starting. That single night taught me that motivation does not precede action. Action precedes motivation, and it almost always begins with embracing the friction of discomfort. The first major shift you need to make is redefining how you view resistance. When you feel that heavy resistance before starting a hard task, your brain interprets it as a danger signal telling you to back away. But that resistance is actually the doorway to everything you want to achieve. If a task feels heavy, confusing, or intimidating, it is a sign that you are operating at the very edge of your current capabilities. Instead of retreating into what is easy, lean directly into that friction. Set a timer for just 10 minutes and commit to doing the hardest part of the work without stopping. Once you push past that initial wall of resistance, the heavy inertia lifts, and you realize that the anticipation of the pain was far worse than the actual work. The second shift involves auditing your daily micro-decisions. We often think that our lives are shaped by massive, life-altering choices. But the truth is that your life is the cumulative total of 1,000 tiny, unobserved compromises. It is the choice to hit snooze 3 times instead of getting up. It is the choice to eat the convenient junk food when you plan to cook something nourishing. It is the choice to distract yourself with a screen the moment you feel a flicker of boredom. To protect your potential, you must become aggressively aware of these micro-surrenders. Start noticing the exact moments during your day when you feel a slight urge to escape discomfort, and use that awareness as a trigger to do the opposite. Pause, take a deep breath, and choose the harder, more meaningful path. The third shift is learning to separate your identity from your temporary feelings of fatigue or self-doubt. When you feel like quitting, your mind will try to convince you that this feeling is who you are, that you are simply a lazy, unmotivated person. That is a lie. Feelings are weather, not climate. They pass through you, but they do not define you. You can feel exhausted and still complete your workout. You can feel terrified and still speak your truth. You can feel deeply uninspired and still sit down to do your work. When you stop negotiating with your temporary emotions and start honoring your commitments regardless of how you feel, you build a profound, unshakable self-respect that no amount of comfort can ever match. The final piece of this puzzle is changing your relationship with failure and awkwardness. Most people stay trapped in comfort because they are terrified of looking foolish, of trying something new and being bad at it. But competence is always born on the other side of incompetence. Every master was once a disaster who refused to quit. If you protect your ego by only staying within your comfort zone, you ensure that you will never discover what you are truly capable of achieving. Give yourself permission to be terrible at new things. Embrace the awkwardness of the learning curve, because that friction is the literal sound of your mind expanding and your potential unlocking. At the end of the day, comfort is the easiest currency to spend, but it pays the absolute worst dividends. Years from now, you will not regret the moments you pushed yourself through the cold, hard work of chasing your ambitions. You will only regret the moments you stayed safe, the risks you refused to take, and the potential you left sitting on the table because you preferred a warm, quiet cage. Step out of the shelter of what is easy. Let the friction challenge you, let the difficulty shape you, and watch how quickly your entire reality transforms when you stop running from discomfort and start running straight toward it. What is one uncomfortable task you have been putting off this week, and what is stopping you from tackling it right now? Let me know in the comments below. Hit that subscribe button if this resonated with you. And remember that your greatest breakthroughs are waiting on the other side of your comfort zone.